Today I want to talk about something that can actually transform your lives, ups and downs. Specifically, whether or not we can choose to be angry. Let's start by remembering something very simple. The anger is only an emotion. It's like every single other emotion, like sadness, like happiness, like excitement. And here is the good news. We can control every single one of these emotions. How? The answer is by controlling our thoughts. Just think about it for a second. If you are having a pretty good day, you are in a good mood, maybe even a little bit excited, what can ruin that? Perhaps something bad that happened, right? Maybe you hear some bad news or something goes wrong. That actually can shift your mood. But then, when you think about it, it's not the bad news itself which can ruin your day. It's your reaction to the news. And our reaction to the news or situation depends on our perspective. Let me give you an example so we both understand where I'm coming from. Let's imagine a scenario where you have had a very rough day at work, let's say, or maybe you're going through some personal challenges. And on the top of that, your partner is calling you to inform you that she or he scratched your car. In this kind of circumstances, your answer to this call might be a bit rough. In general, you might get upset very quick because it wasn't the best day to give you this cherry on the cake, let's say, on the end of the day, right? Now, let's look at the same situation, but from a bit of a different angle, right? Let's imagine you have had an amazing day at work. Your boss just announced that you're getting a promotion and you're getting 25% pay rise, whatever. So on the way back home, you just stop in your favorite shop just to grab a bottle of wine so you can actually celebrate with your partner this amazing day. So now when your partner calls you to inform you that unfortunately he or she scratched your car, would you really let this one information ruin the completely your whole day? I assume you would not. You wouldn't let this one information overshadow the whole day that you just have had. And that is exactly what means respond on perspective. It's about choosing our reaction to the specific situation. And that is something we all can do. We all can choose how we are going to respond to this specific event, situation, news that occurred in our life. Here is the key. If we understand that our response depends on our perspective, then we also understand that we can control our emotion, we can control our anger, and it's not about suppressing our emotion. It's about choosing emotion that we want to feel in the specific situation instead of just reacting in the heat of the moment. I love the quote, to respond, not to react. And that's completely two different things. If you think about it, our reaction always depends on our mood. So depend which mood we are in, that's how we're gonna react to the specific situation. On the other hand, our response, that always depends on our principles and our values that we've got in life. Let me explain with another example. Let's assume that you got a child and they coming back from school and inform you that they had a test that no one knew about. And they did score, let's say, 69 points out of 100, where the minimum to pass was 55. If you would react to the situation straight away, it would be depends of your mood. If you had a good day and you had a good mood, you might say something like, oh, it's okay, you passed, right? If you would have a bad mood, on the other hand, you might say something like, why you didn't know about this test? Or you still could be prepared more, or you still could get more points, right? That would be the reaction which depends of your mood in this specific time. But if you take the moment to respond while thinking about the bigger picture, you might say something more thoughtful like, it's okay, at least you passed. We just have to be sure next time we know about the test, or even if there is a possibility there will be a test, you will be well prepared. And it is not about ignoring the situation that's happened. It's about responding that align with your core value as a parent, which might be patience, understanding or support for your child. Can you see the difference? Reacting is impulsive, where responding coming from our thoughts and from the perspective. And this applies to every single aspect of our life. It's not only about our family interaction, it's literally happening every second from the moment when we are awake. And while you might think that doesn't apply to you because you don't have a kids or you don't have a family, let me give you an example that definitely applies to you. And we're gonna talk about traffic. Oh man, we all been there, right? People screaming, people beeping, honking, squeezing in, cutting lanes, swearing, throwing their hands all over the place. We all seen that, right? But what I have noticed, I like it's like kind of my hobby that while I'm stuck in traffic, I like to look at the people's faces and trying to guess what kind of mood they are. I got nothing to do. I'm stuck in traffic anyway, right? And while I'm doing that, I can see this kind of people who are literally angry. They are screaming, they are beeping, they trying to do something, but they cannot. And that's the people who reacting to the situation. They literally are so angry because they are stuck in traffic. But at the same time, I also see people who are smiling, who are like waving hands, leave you some gap so you can squeeze in. They understand it doesn't change anything. They respond to the situation. They're not reacting. They understand that they don't want let this simple situation as a traffic ruin their whole day. There's no point for that. When I see these two groups of people, it really make me think, what is the difference? Why some people are really so angry? And I believe that it's not about the traffic itself. It's about the perspective. I believe that they had a so bad day. And when they realize they still have to be stuck in traffic, probably even though they are stuck in traffic every single day, they just cannot handle it and they are simply reacting to the situation. That's why they're no they acting like they acting, they're swearing, they're beeping, they're doing all kind of sort of stuff. But on the other hand, the people who stay calm, they really responding to the situation. They know that the traffic doesn't control their day. They do. And that is what we all can do. We all can choose whether we react or respond to the situation. Now, am I saying it's easy? Definitely not. Emotions are so powerful and it's so tough to turn off the anger or frustration in the heat of the moment. But the key is that you can choose whether you react or respond to the situation. And trust me, that changes everything. Since I started choosing to respond, not to react, I definitely have felt less stress in my life and I got less regrets after I said something which I shouldn't say. I would say in general, I got like more peace in my life. And it's of course work in progress, but every single day I'm trying to do little steps to get better at it. So next time life throws something at you, either if it's a bad situation, bad news, or simply traffic, you have to remember that you got a choice. You can choose to react or you can respond to the situation. So, what's your thoughts about that? Do you think you can choose actually between respond and react? What you gonna do next time when life just throws something at you? Guys, I wish you all the best, stay safe, and if you like this video, obviously you can like the video and subscribe to the channel. For now, I'm just off and have a lovely day.